The Congressional Campaign Committee has its eyes on turning Texas blue. It's establishing a Texas headquarters right here in Austin. Here to talk about this, Travis County GOP Chairman Matt Mackowiak and Ed Espinoza from Progress, Texas. Ed, what is the significance of them opening up an office here in Austin?
Well, it's fairly significant because it demonstrates that Texas is a battleground state, that the national organizations are investing in Texas right now. This is the kind of activity you normally see in states like Colorado, Nevada, Minnesota, Florida. You're now seeing that in Texas, and you're seeing it 18 months out from a general election. That's really important, and it's important that they're doing it here in Austin because it's where all the interest groups are located. It's where a lot of the power center is.
Okay.
But the districts they're focusing on aren't solely in Austin.
Okay, Matt Mackowiak, is the GOP concerned about this move?
No, I mean, an office isn't going to determine whether Democrats pick up some of these congressional seats in Texas. I do agree with Ed that it's a sign of some level of commitment. It is a new step that they're taking. But, you know, keep in mind, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee exists, just like the Republican version, to recruit candidates, to raise money, and to do independent expenditures. And that's really about it. And so having an office in Austin really doesn't do much. In those three areas. They're going to raise money from D.C., they're going to run their independent expenditure from D.C., and they may be engaged in candidate recruitment, but I think the state parties engaged in a lot of that themselves. I think the question is the national brand of the Democratic Party, whether that be the Green New Deal, which would for oil and gas across the state of Texas, whether that be Medicare for All, which would end the private health insurance system. Those are ideas that are not going to be popular in large swaths of Texas, and so the question is, are the Democratic on the national Democratic platform?
Okay, Ed, talking about candidates, what congressional races are Democrats going to be targeting?
So incidentally, in response to Matt, I would say that I would ask the same question. Are Republicans going to run on the Republican brand right now? There are a lot of issues to deal with there. But as far as which races we're looking at, the numbers are pretty much numerical. You go Texas 21, which is Austin, 22, which is Fort Bend, 23, San Antonio, 24, 25, which is Fort Worth, Kenny Marchant, and I'm missing one or two in there. But most of them tend to be in urban areas and suburban areas, which is where a lot of the growth in Texas has been. People moving here from other states, people moving from the rural areas to the bigger cities. That's where the large area of focus will be, and I think that it is significant. It's where you saw Beto get a lot of votes last time. It's where we're expecting a lot more votes in 2020 as well.
Matt Mackowiak, is there going to be any kind of a national GOP response to this at all? More money coming in to keep some of these seats?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a request that the Republican Party Texas Chairman James Dickey has made directly to the RNC and to the Trump campaign. They definitely want greater resources in Texas in 2020. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be a lot of action here. I think the Democrats are targeting 5 or 6 congressional seats. Republicans want to take 2 seats back that the Democrats won last time, one in Houston, one in Dallas. You've got a U.S. Senate race that's going to be hotly contested, and then a number of state House and state Senate seats down ballot. So, yes, I think Republicans need to invest more here. We need to take it very seriously. You're not going to have Beto work on the ballot, I don't think, and you won't have straight ticket voting. So for those 2 reasons, I don't think you're going to see a kind of a rerun of 2018 and 2020. But we have to run scared, and you're going to see Republicans do that.
Ed Espinoza, a Senate seat is going to be, John Cornyn is going to be coming up. Will this move make an impact on that race, and what can you tell us about what Democrats are going to be doing with that?
Look, I think anytime you see a competitive race, it drives turnout. People get more engaged, more interested, and for the first time in a long time, Democrats not only have a chance to pick up more seats, but they have a lot of seats to defend right now. That's a new reality for Democrats, which brings new investment with them. So I don't know who's going to run against John Cornyn, but I do think that 2020 is going to be an exciting year in Texas, much like 2018 was. Hopefully the results will be a little bit better for Democrats this time.
It is all ahead. We got a wrap. Matt, Ed, thank you both.